First things first, Anna, how are you?
I'm good. I'm great
Why great?
because I feel so.
Okay. Well, before we talk about your music, I'd like to go back to the beginning quickly. Your mother was a singer as well.
Yes.
What kind of music did she play for you?
Uh, she was very traditional, and I loved her music. I loved her music. She played me traditional music, but I'm very influenced to that. But that's not what I do.
Sure.
I combine genres.
And what was it about her singing that you liked? Was it her voice? Was it
About what?
the singing of your mother?
It was the complete her as an artist. She has amazing videos too. They're unpublished. I don't know for what reason, because back in time there wasn't internet in Albania that much. But she has amazing videos. I remember myself as a kid watching those videos. She's very artistic.
Did you know when you saw those videos that you wanted to do music as well?
Not then, but she always pushed me because she knew that I have talent, and she always told me how talented I am, even though I was too little to recognize it. But then with time, I did what she pushed me to, and she was right.
When did you start singing then, actively start singing?
When I was 19, I did a cover, and I put it out on Facebook, and I got famous immediately. And then I started putting some other songs of mine that I wrote. But when I started going to the shows, it was just 1 year ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you say you started singing, and then the first song you published was when you were 19, which is... Did you write songs before that?
Yes, I wrote songs before I officially put them out, because it was my passion. I did that all the time in my room.
What did it give you? What kind of feeling did you get from just singing in your room? And
I usually loved what I did, but at the same time I knew I need progression, so I kept doing it over and over again until I was very satisfied, even though we're never satisfied as artists, but it's a work in progress.
So that first song that you uploaded, I'm not going to pronounce this correctly, but Money Per Money, was that the...
Yes, that was my first song.
So what made this track different from everything that came before?
It was very melodical and sweet and soft, to my ears at least. And it was the best thing I wrote so far back then. And I just thought about releasing this one. I want to release this one.
And you say it was immediately quite popular?
Yeah.
Did you expect this?
I expected it, but as every project of mine, it passed my expectation.
Okay.
Everyone I did.
But you say you're expert, so there's a certain level of confidence you have in yourself, I suppose.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you because of the car there. Very noisy.
But you say that you expected it to do well, so
yeah,
that means you have a certain confidence in yourself.
Confidence is something you build. So all of my life I was preparing to do the things that I love doing. I was preparing, like when you tie your shoes, you're very confident in tying your shoes because you do that every day.
Sure.
It's the same with music as well.
So in that sense, because you say it was only a year ago that you started performing, What is one thing that you've learned in the past year? What are a thing where you developed or grew?
Oh, sorry, can you repeat just one more time? Sorry.
No, no worries. So is there one thing in the past year that you learned or where you got more confident?
Is that I gain experience. Experience also gives you a lot of confidence. And we should not be afraid of challenging ourselves, because that's what makes us brave and confident.
And then you say you only started performing a year ago. What was it like for you? Did you take it? Was it easy for you to perform live?
It wasn't easy at all. I remember the first performance I did. I was shaking, completely shaking. I was so afraid. I'd never been more afraid in my life, tell you the truth. But I gotta do what I gotta do, and I don't care if the fear is there. I accept fear as a normal emotion, and I just flow with it.
So how did it go, the show?
It went perfect. It went perfect, and then every show after it was easier and easier and easier, but the emotion is always there.
Because, well, the songs that you write, when you perform them live, do you go back to that emotion that was initially, or that started the song?
Yes, when I started performing live, it was a new experience for me, and I had to pass that fear too.
Sure.
And I sort of did. And as I said, the emotion is always present. Always your heart beats fast on stage. Always your hands are cold. But when you practice a lot, you can manage everything.
And once the show is over, then is that a very good feeling that you kind of made it through? Because you said, well, that fear, that there's a little bit of nerves always. So
Yeah.
once the show is done, is it like a release? Do you feel very at ease after it?
Was it easier after, you mean, or?
No, like you said, you're always a bit nervous.
Yeah.
So once the show is over, is that like
Oh.
like you feel very?
Oh yeah, then when the show is over, everything feels like you know, like you're putting water to the fire.
Sure.
That's the feeling I get.
Okay. And well, after Money Per Money, you released a bunch of other tracks. How important was social media for you to get your music out there?
Very, very important. I'm glad that I'm born in this in this decade, when you can be famous in 15 minutes on the internet if you're good at what you do.
Yeah, do you think that's a good thing, to become famous that quickly?
Of course, it's an amazing opportunity for everyone to show their talent and their skills, and whatever they gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Ain't nobody stopping you.
But is it, because obviously your life has changed quite a deal in the past 2 years then. So was that easy to adjust to that new kind of life?
It's easy to adjust in something that you always dreamt about and you always wished for it.
In that sense, is being a musician, being an artist, is it as you expected it to be 10 years ago, or?
Yes, I believed, I wished for it, I worked for it, and I believed for it. 3 important things.
Is it as you thought it would be, being a musician?
It's even better.
Okay. So how come? Well,
for everyone who's dreaming this, I would say that whatever you dream of and you work for it, it's gonna turn even better than you're dreaming.